Happy Monday. I'm looking at the garage, but psych, I'm not going in there right this second. Boy, it is crazy. We are getting ready to go start our errands today. First stop, Martin Supermarket. Dad's gonna run and get some root beer. It's on sale. I'm not even going in. Then we're gonna go to Aldi. I might go in there by myself and Dad not going. I gotta get a couple boxes of gallon Ziploc bags. So there's a lot of little things I'm gonna put in bags, like bags of fun or bags of miscellaneous. And I used our last 4 gallon Ziploc bags to put hamburger in the freezer. So it's windy out here today. It's nice though. I don't know what the temperature is. It's gotta be, I don't know, mid to high 60s. Guys over there blowing off the green. So yeah, that's what we're running out to do now. Then we come back. I gotta get all my garbage taken care of in my house. Oh, in my room. And get things situated. And then Dad does the litter. Garbage goes out late tonight. It gets picked up early in the morning. So how did we do in our can? How much is in there this week? Well, it's not heaping full. It's probably 3/4 the way full, so that's good. But once we get all the garbage out today, it'll probably be full. Stacy, stop yakking and get in your van. Why you gotta yak so much? Okay, let's go. All these trees are budding out, so all the little bud things are floating down, and it's gonna be a windy day. They are the bane of my dad's existence. He bitches about them things all the time. He'll come out here with a leaf blower. It happens every year, and he gets mad every single year. But I'll be back for you in a little while. Out in the world, errands are done. I've been in the garage. I had a whole bunch of like little things. I was taking Ziploc bags of gallon Ziploc bags and putting a whole bunch of stuff in a bag and called it Bag of Fun, $2. And I had some holiday fun, $2, like head things. Back in the day, you might see me when I used to wear funny things like St. Patrick's stuff and bunny ears and all that kind of stuff. Now I'm getting ready to break down this coffee table and drag it out to the back garage. Wish me luck. Okay, my first box, this was labeled correctly. I just checked it out, Hall Pottery. So I'm gonna keep these all wrapped up. This is one of the things my mom used to collect when she went to auctions and stuff. This is a Pottery by Hall. There were certain prints she likes, and she has different shapes and sizes. So this I know will be on an antique table. So I know exactly what is in this box. 1 down, 21 more to go. Teresa, when you're watching this, see, I spotted that crock the other day. Yesterday? Whatever day. Yeah, it was yesterday. But I don't know anything about it or how big it is. It's just hiding back there until I can dig it out. Somebody's interested in the crock. She's interested in the front garage, but this one she might like more. I don't know. But it's hiding. Now I'm going to take this box right here. I just got me 2 totes whittled over here. Woo! My goal is by the end of the week, well, because I only have it till my company comes. So I'm trying to get through these. What I want to do is my cousin, when he's bringing some tables on Sunday, I want to be able to have all this stuff away from the wall and swept down and set up 2 tables that can be like the antiques and collectibles, that I can set those boxes on those tables and where they're going to be set up at. I have a plan in my head. Like, I'll tell you how I vision it. How I envision all this. I'm going to have the electronics table set up over on this side of the room. A table, because there's a plug-in over there, and I can have an extension cord because everybody can test whatever they want to. And then clothes in here somewhere, maybe along the back, and then there might be a table or 2 in the middle. I don't know. I only have a little bit of the vision in my mind, not the whole thing. But all right, back to the totes. This one says Stacy on it, so I don't know. Let's open it together, shall we? What is in here? What is... a sloth yoga calendar that's old. Okay, yep, this is my stuff I gotta sort through. I think some of this is probably gonna get thrown away, etc. Goodbye. Okay, I found a bag of this was our very first cell phone we ever had. You had to pull up the little antenna. Was this an audio box? Let's see what it looks like, screen looks like. Yeah. That was our first one. And then it got a little smaller onto this one. And then these 2. This was, I love this little one here. The little, it slid. For a long time, I had a little poo connected to it that MuPie sent me ages ago, and then poo finally fell off. So yeah, there are some of our past phones. I found one of my old hospital fans. This is what they give you at the one hospital if you ask for a fan, and you get to keep it. That dang thing still works. Those batteries are still good. I have the fan blowing on me right now. I was getting ready to pop mocks. I figured they'd be bad and corroded, but no, fired right up. But I did check the batteries to make sure nothing weird's going on inside. So now I have a breeze blowing on my big fat head. I'm finding huge stacks of old cards and stuff. A lot of Christmas cards from 2018 I had stuck in here in a big folder. I'm going through, reading them again, I'm throwing them away. That was the year I was not feeling the best. I just had gallbladder surgery and was kind of healing up from that. I remember that day I was making treats in the kitchen and I felt the pain, and I knew gallbladder pain, but it was so much worse. But it was a gallstone had, Mail's here, had blocked my bile ducts, so my pancreas I was having a pancreatic attack. That's why it felt worse, because it was more painful. So that's when I landed my first time in the hospital. I was there, got there on a Tuesday night, and I was there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, had surgery Friday morning, and went home Saturday. My first surgery, first hospital stay. I had pretty good stretch. I'd never had wisdom teeth cut out. I'd never broke a bone, never had stitches. I wonder what there she goes. Mail lady's gone. Dad just went in to go do the litter. We were talking about 2000. He goes, it was 2018, so he counted on his hands. He goes, it's been 7 years. I'm like, yeah, it'll be 7 years this December. Right? 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, this December, I had to count it on my fingers. He goes, I was so freaking out. He said, I thought you would just be a wreck getting surgery, but you did pretty good. I'm like, because he knew I'd never had surgery before, so he thought it was just going to be horrible on me. But you have to do what you have to do. You know, anytime I've had to go to the ER or have something wrong, painful, yeah. I always ask how they're doing, how's your day going, sorry I'm bothering you, and then joke around because, I'm not a screamer, crier. Oh my God, I have heard some people in the ER and in the hospital that are screamer criers. That's not me. I'm not even one that will push the button to call for a nurse. It takes a lot for me to do that. But okay, I just had to reminisce with you for a minute and tell you let's see, what's the next Christmas card I got? Who is it from? It is from Stefan. It's from you and Kim. What did the front of it look like? Let's see what it looks like. Word. I got one here from Scott Faithful and Whitney Johnson and Debbie. I can't read with these glasses on. Debbie, I can't read your last name. Van Turney. Next, Linda Deeds. So, okay, I'm going to read all these. I'm rolling through stuff. I emptied out a tote. I have a totally empty tote. I am on it today. Most of these are very accurate on what they say. There are a lot of antique glass stuff. But I only have this many over here to check out and see. And I know a couple of these I will not be able to move because they're full of books, and that's just a little too heavy for me. But I have no idea what these are, but we're going to get to them. I got to move that clock. And like I said, there's my empty tote. So we're moving along. I've been vacuuming over there. I got to vacuum over here in a second. Okay, I feel very accomplished. I've done way more than I thought I would today. Well, it's 4:30 on this fine Monday, and I'm calling it quits. I was able to get all that swept, all cleaned out. Those two boxes were the two boxes I could not move. They are a mofo. They're full of books. So I just scooted them down with my foot. They are heavy. There's a bunch of like Civil War books in one. And there's this bee that keeps wanting to be friends with me. And I'm like, no, go on. BB later. Go bye-bye. So, yeah. I'm so glad when I did all this, I had the smarts to pretty label everything really well instead of just putting things in boxes and throwing against the wall. So So I got to take this box up to the front garage because some of this is personal stuff, a couple books from my bookshelf, just some personal things. And then my empty guy. I might take that up front too. I might take that in the house when it is necessary, but I think I'm going to set it on the table up front now. All right, let's go see how Dad's doing. It's way later. Dad got Kitty's box all clean. He also used the shop vac between. He yanked some cords out, and that was a to-do for him and I both. We got that taken care of though. But my body hates me. It keeps saying, Stacy, you only said 3 or 4 boxes. You didn't say 19 boxes. Move around the garage by yourself. I know I didn't. But I just got... Tomorrow will have to be a rest day. I mean, it'll have to be. I'm getting ready to take some Tylenol, arthritis right now. I took my other arthritis medicine earlier, but I want to pop me a couple Tylenol. What time is it? 9 p.m. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Coffee drink. It's Tuesday morning. And let's just say Stacy did a little too much in the garage yesterday. My body's killing me today. So I'm sitting here doing, I'm just staying blah. Wearing the shirt I slept in yesterday, what I wore yesterday. Don't care. Doing the house bills right now, eating some of my favorite grapes. These big honking ones. The Autumn Crisp grapes from Aldi. It's breakfast. I stayed in bed late. Dad was even nice. He heard me. I sat up and I coughed and he goes, are you up? I'm like, yeah. He goes, okay, I'm going to go out and mow now. I've just been waiting till I knew you were awake so I didn't wake you up. And off he went. He was anxious. So now he's out mowing his grass. I don't know, by later on tonight when he goes to call bingo, I might work on this corner over here. But right now, my body's like, no, nothing, stay. But here's the story from yesterday. Yesterday when we got up, we stopped and ran and got soda, and we stopped at Aldi and we went in. I was only going in for Ziploc bags. We're going to go back to Aldi Thursday morning because I want to get produce and stuff to make a bowl of salad when my friend is here. Because on Sunday, Dad's just going to grill hot dogs and Italian sausage, and we're going to have salad. And I didn't want to get the produce that early. I'll wait till Thursday to get it. And he had bought a few weeks ago, he bought a box of jalapeno poppers, the frozen kind. And he took them to bingo last week when he called bingo, and they fried them for him. And he's like, I need to buy some more of those. He bought 9 boxes of those things yesterday. He bought all the boxes he could find in the area. Because I shared a box with cheese sticks. It's like orange color on the front, cheese stick, pink purple color on front, jalapeno poppers. So he was just picking all the purple ones out. So now he has a stash of them out, and we have a refrigerator in our back room on top. So tonight when he goes and calls bingo, he's going to grab one to take with him, and that's going to be his bingo treat. For the next 9 weeks, apparently. Because he really liked them. He shared them last time with a couple people there. And then his friend Bill Babs works tonight in the kitchen, so he'll share them with him. But he just kept piling them in the cart and pile them in the cart and pile. I think, and I looked, I'm like, he picked out every one of those darn ones. He goes, yep. Because I'm afraid the next time I come, they won't have them, which is a possibility. Aldi, you find something you like and you get it. It's like one of those seasonal or moment items, and then you have to wait until you find it again. So I get it. Totally get it. I'm thawing out one of these to eat too. An acai bowl, but it's frozen like a rock, and you just got to let it sit out from the freezer for a little while. That's from Aldi. We get a lot of our stuff from Aldi. It is a windy day out there. It was so nice having the windows open all night. It was glorious. Glorious. But okay. I'm just gonna add this to everything I filmed yesterday and call it good because I'll just start a new vlog tomorrow. Hi, Kitty, what are you doing? What are you doing down there? Okay, she smelled her food and like, no, I don't want it. I have nothing for you. I have grapes or I have coffee drink. None of those are cat, friendly. So I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Phone's ringing. It's probably my aunt calling for the 15th time today. Bye.